So I recently got laid off, and I made a couple of videos about it. And the thing is, that's a little weird, is that I don't care. I'm not stressed out. I'm not really worried about it. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why I'm not worried about it. So first off, in my previous video, I talked about all the different reasons how you can prevent yourself from getting laid off by doing things on the job. And in this video, I'm going to talk about like the things you can do outside of the job, the things that make me not worried about this layoff, and that I'm going to find work soon, that I'm not too stressed out about getting back into the workforce. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time ramping it up, and I'm just going to boil it down to 3 different topics. And those 3 topics are network, money, and skills. I'm going to break those down. And here's the thing. This is the kind of advice that can help anyone that's just starting their career or has been in the career for decades. It's all valuable information, and I've found it very valuable in how I've come up in my career, and I want to share it with you guys today. So the first category is money, and that sounds like a ridiculous thing to say, but like everyone always tells you to save money as an emergency for like 3 to 6 months or whatever. But the idea is, I want you to understand money in the sense of saving it and also spending it. So early in your career, it's very wise to get used to the idea of like saving money, to have the skill to be able to live below your paycheck and stash away some money. But a lot of people I've seen who have gained that skill and try to reduce their spending as much as they can. The problem is when they do get into a hard spot, they have a hard time going into the spend mode. And I want this to be like a double-edged skill, if you will. So being able to save the money is a skill, but also be willing and able to spend it when it needs to happen. So throughout my career, I've been burned in the past having no savings when getting laid off. But now this time around, I actually have some savings, and I don't mind spending it as a peace of mind because that's what I saved up for. Some people will give themselves so much anxiety to spend that money that they saved because it's so precious, but they forget that they can just save it again. The idea is for you to give yourself some peace of mind, to give you that cushion for when these things do happen. And so the next topic is skills. Now, as a software engineer, you find the entire career that you're always learning. You're always gaining new skills. There's new things to learn, new frameworks, new patterns. And by nature, you're going to be learning all the time. You can still kind of stagnate. Now, the idea of like always brushing up on your skills and like expanding the things you can do, that also expands your job outlooks. And nowadays with like, as long as you know like the foundations of software engineering, of like writing software, you can then branch out into many different areas with the help of like ChatGPT. You can have ChatGPT or any sort of AI like train you and give you an educational path for you to learn the basics of, let's say, Go, of Kubernetes, of different kinds of DevOps, like different areas that you want to learn and expand your skill set. You can have a tutor there that will help you through the whole way. So this section is basically just, it's important throughout your whole career to try to advance and add on to your skill set so that when something like this happens, if you lose your job, that you actually have like more options to apply to. So more jobs are like within your reach that you feel like you can jump in and do that job. That helps alleviate a lot of the stress of being laid off in the first place. And the last topic is something I harp on so much on this channel, and I will continue to do so because it's so important, is the idea of networking. So networking with people that you used to work with, your friends, family, just the idea, it doesn't have to be like sleazy, like handing out business cards and being like, hey, I'm looking for work. Can you help me? It's more along the lines of, even when you have a job, is to talk to recruiters, to reach out and put a resume into a job that might be kind of cool, or trying to learn about someone's company that you find really fascinating, whether that be like Airbnb or like a big like FANG company that you're really curious about. Reaching out and talking to people in different areas without the intent of like trying to get a job out of them is the basis of networking. It is the basis of just like making friends. That's the whole idea. The reason why I think this is so important is that when you're in your career and when you do get laid off or you're looking for a new job, if you've already been like networking the whole time, it is easier to just reach out and be like, hey, remember last month when we talked about different people that you're going to add onto your team? Well, my situation has changed and I'm looking for a new job. And then you can probably get a referral in that way. Or maybe they know somebody that knows somebody. The network effect is extremely powerful. And the sooner you start like trying to network and like make friends with people in different parts of the industry, the better you're going to be. Like at some point, and this is kind of where I'm at, is that I'm no longer really worried about the job postings out there. I'm leveraging the network that I have of people that I know to see if I can work with them again. Because if I've proved myself that I can do the good job with those people, they will vouch for me and let me in this side door versus always trying to go through the application process on LinkedIn or like the main marketing page. That way it's much harder. So even when you just start the career, just go on and just try to network people that you used to go to school with, people that you know have same interests as you. It's important to network and meet as many people as you can and learn from them. That's you can make networking fun if you just don't make it this weird thing that I want something from you and you want something from me. Just make friends, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. So because of those three things, because of the saving money part, because of always expanding my skill set and always keeping my network warm and talking to people, I'm not too stressed out about this job search. But if you're curious about how the job search is going, go ahead and think about subscribing. And I'm going to try to carry you guys along my journey of how I'm approaching this and my mindset behind it. And hopefully my 15 years of experience can help somebody on their job hunt as well. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.